Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Indian Field. I'm Adam Bell along with Sammy Hendricks. Huge game tonight, Sammy. Irwin County in town. Short of a playoff game, it doesn't get much bigger than this tonight.
You know, we've been talking about this for the last 3 or 4 weeks. You know, this week coming down, last week of the regular season, and expecting it to be a big series, and it definitely has been. Tuesday night, the Indians were able to come away with game one. Still got 2 more to go here tonight, so this should be two great ball games.
I know we've been pumping this thing up for a couple of weeks. The other night, man, the Indians went over to Irwin, 11-4, and I know you were watching online. You had to work, but you know, you were able to catch that, especially that 7th inning. The Indians just broke it loose in that 7th inning.
Yeah, you had a really good ball game. You know, Irwin took the lead early in the first inning, then we came back, and I can't remember if it was the second or third. Chase hit the big 3-run homer. It kind of changed the mood swing a little bit, and then we kind of evened out through the rest of the innings until the 7th inning. And then the 7th inning, you know, Irwin made a few errors in the 7th inning to help us out. We had some really aggressive base running, but the bats came alive and was able to pull away and get a big 11-4 win.
I thought, you know, Irwin jumped out to an early 2-0 lead, and I think you just mentioned that. And then Chase comes up, hits that 3-run shot, and after that, the Indians really didn't look back.
No, they didn't. I mean, like I said, we played pretty even baseball after that for 2 or 3 innings until the 7th came around, and the Indians, you know, bats came alive and they able to score. I think it was 7 runs. I think in the 7th inning, 7th, 8th run, 7 or 8 runs in the 7th inning to pull away and hold on to a big victory.
I thought it was interesting how Coach Marchman worked the pitching the other night too. He usually leaves guys in a little longer, but it seemed like he almost did by design. Split them up a little bit. Had a little change of pace, had Chase in there to begin with, and then followed up with David Walters.
Yeah, I asked him about that in the coaches show the other day. You know, what was the reason for the change? You know, did he see something where Chase might have been hurt or what it was, or just wanted to save him for tonight? He said no. He said it just, you know, we got that lead, and we went into the 4th inning. He thought that it just may have been time for Irwin to see something different. And, you know, speed-wise, you know, Chase has got a lot better fastball than David does, but David throws a lot more breaking speed stuff. But he just thought Irwin might want to, or the time for a change, to give Irwin a chance to look at something different. David came in and pitched 3 really good innings.
It worked out perfect.
It did.
It really did. It worked out perfect. Kind of took the bats out for Irwin the other night. And at the same time, man, that 7th inning, the Indians' offense, that's probably the most offense versus a quality defense we've seen out of the Tribe this season.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you know, Irwin helped us out a little bit. They had some errors in there, but we hit the ball and really aggressive and good base running. Wound up being a big inning for us.
I know it's going to be a big night tonight. I know we're on 2 networks tonight. We're on our YouTube channel and over on the NFHS side. And I mean, it doesn't get any bigger than this really as far as a regular season game goes. That season opener versus Lanier, that was pretty big, but now everything's down to playoff implications now.
Yeah, I mean, this is two really big games tonight. I mean, it could be, you know, a swing. You know, if the Indians able to win one of them, they'll get the 2nd place in our region. And then if Irwin comes in and wins both games, they sweep the doubleheader tonight, they get 2nd place. So it's 2 big games, 2 big ball games.
I know I was going over with you our little pregame show here prior to coming live. We've got the graphic up. Indians ranked 2nd in the state, Class A. Irwin ranked 3rd in the state. 26-3 overall for Charlton, 17-2 in the region. 20-5 overall for Irwin, and 16-3 in the region. I mean, you can't get any closer than that.
No, you can't. You know, and you know, you look at the other team involved in this in Lanier County. You know, there's actually a 3-way tie. You know, if we win out tonight, and Irwin wins both of their games tonight, not Irwin, but Lanier wins both of their games.
Let me throw that up while you're talking about that. Go ahead.
They'll win the region because of the head-to-head tie between them and Charlton by winning 2 out of 3 back in the series earlier in the season. So it's a big game all the way around.
Yeah, it's going to be wild. I have that graphic up like you were just mentioning. We've got Lanier. I'm pulling for Brooks, man. Brooks is going to get the sweep tonight. I'm calling it.
Well,
just don't hold me to it.
If the Indians are fortunate enough to win both games here tonight, we don't need to win. They don't need Brooks to win but one game. So you never know.
If Brooks runs down to Valdosta and grabs a couple of pitchers real quick, they've got time.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of tease about that, but Brooks offensively is not a bad baseball team. They can put runs on you on offense for Brooks. They just got to shore up that defense a little bit and maybe just a touch touch better pitching, and they could give people problems.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened Tuesday night in their game. I know Brooks got shut out Tuesday night. I think it was a 11 or 18-0 win by Lanier. So they have to do a lot better than what they did Tuesday night.
So let's go Trojans tonight.
Yep.
If you're an Indian fan. Actually, if you're an Indian fan for both teams,
that's right. Yep.
You're pulling for Brooks County tonight.
It could be something that we don't expect after the night's over with. So just hang on and see what happens in the next 3 or 4 hours.
I know we're waiting on. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. We're waiting on the Blues to show up. You want to go ahead and give a rundown for the lineup tonight for the Tribe, and I'll throw that up there real quick.
All right, for the Indians here in game 1 tonight, or actually game 2, leading off and playing center field, number 3, David Walters. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 8, Griffin Thomas. Batting third and pitching tonight, number 1, Ethan Crawford. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 5, Eli Hobbs. Batting fifth and playing right field, number 6, Brantley Nettles. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 20, Jacob Thigpen. Batting seventh and playing second base, number 7, Grant Harris. Batting eighth and playing third base, number 9, Brody Baker. And batting ninth, number 15, behind the plate, Chase Roden. And that's your starting lineup for the Charlton County Indians.
I tell you got Chase down there batting in that 9 spot. But the last few games, his bat has really come to life and pulled off some big-time hits in clutch situations for the Tribe.
It has been. We talked about it a couple times, that how it's a good time for his bat to get hot. Eli the same way. And, he had that big 3-run homer Tuesday night to change momentum in that first game. So good to see his bat coming alive here at, toward when you really need it to be at the end of the season, going into the playoffs.
I know I said I was going to wait on this other graphic until the Indians were at bat, but since we're talking about the bat from Chase, I know Coach Marchman was kind enough to send us. Let's see if I've got the right one up here. That's the pitching. Let me bring the batting up. The batting stats. I know Coach Marchman sent us a full stats for a season. I know you keep stats for us, but your stats are with games that we do.
Right.
The stats Coach Marchman sent us are the entire thing, the whole thing. So interesting batting averages there for the Tribe. You take a look at that. What do you think about that, Sammy?
Well, you're looking there. You got 1, 2. You got 3 batters hitting over 400 on the team. You got several that's in the 300 range, but you got pretty high batting averages for at least all the starters in the Indians lineup. You got number 1, Ethan Crawford leads the team in home runs. He's got 5, and Chase Roden's got 2. But a lot of RBIs by a lot of players in the game. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players and double digits in RBIs. So
that's some good. You got 6 batters from 278 or higher.
Yep.
Batting 278 or higher. So a fantastic job on offense. Especially when we need it in those clutch situations.
Well, this is the time of the season. Season starts off. Everybody's not. The time is not down. You're trying to get the timer down and try to get going. But this time of the season right now, you got the last week of the regular season going into the playoffs next week. It's all about who's hot and who's not right now. On
the defensive side of things, I know you've already done the starting lineup for the Indians. Ethan Crawford getting a nod tonight. Yeah, right on the mound. Yeah, go ahead and talk about that. I've got the pitching stats up now.
Yeah, we kind of thought about, we thought Ethan maybe get the start over in Irwin on Tuesday night, but Coach went with Chase instead, and it wound up being a good decision. Ethan comes in the game. He's pitched 40 innings. He's 6-2 on the season, and he's gave up 20 hits, walked 22, and has struck out 49 with a 0.34 ERA. Ethan, just like the rest of the pitching staff, has done a great job. And he feels his position good. He moves from, like some of the other players, he moves from the mound out to short and plays third. Good ball player. And the defense for the Indians, it hadn't been the best compared to some of the other years. We've made quite a few errors this year, but later on here in the season, the defense is starting to tighten up a little bit and playing a lot better baseball.
You definitely can tell we're better now than we were in game 1.
Yep.
Yep. It's been steady improvement. And you mentioned the other night, we were texting back and forth during the game. even when you're off, you're working for CSN, man.
Yeah, that's right.
I know, even when you're off. But we were texting back and forth and talking about how the defense and everything is really jailed coming in late here.
Yeah, and they're kind of doing the same thing we've done the last 2 or 3 years. End of the season, everything started heating up. We're putting the bat on the ball, good pitching, and that's what it's going to take to get you through the 3 or 4 rounds of the playoffs to be able to get you over to Georgia Southern for the playoffs.
Well, the Blues are on the field. I got 3 Blues out there. They're baby Blues tonight. It is a little warm.
It is.
I don't blame them for being in the light jerseys tonight. Well, we've got Crawford on the mound. What you looking for out of the Tribe tonight?
Well, we got to keep improving every game on defense. We've gotten better over the last couple of weeks. We haven't made quite as many errors as we had during the regular season. We've got to keep playing good defense. We've got to keep hitting the ball. Hit the ball and get on base. And we get on base, you know how aggressive we are on the base path. Coach Marchman has the guys running. He's aggressive in the coaching side of it, and just got to keep playing good baseball.
What do you think? What do you think looking out of for Irwin tonight?
Well, Irwin, they, like you said, they come in at 20 and 5 on the season, and look, they're going to come over here expecting to win 2 games, so they're going to come to play, and they hit the ball really good and play good defense. So Indians going to have to play, a top A game, and Irwin's going to come in. They're going to come in ready to win.
It's going to be a great game, man. It really is. It's going to be a great game. Playoff atmosphere here. Folks are already lined up down the third base line all the way up to the bleacher section over there, and this is the early game.
Yep.
The evening game should be twice as many fans in here, and everybody gets off work.
Yep, game 2 scheduled to start about 6:30. Yep.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We see Coach Marchman at home plate with Irwin County's head coach and the umpires. We'll take a real quick break and get this word in from the NFHS. We'll be right back. You're watching Indians baseball on our CSN network. All right, welcome back to Indian Field. I'm Adam Bell along with Sammy Hendricks. Sammy, play introductions and the national anthem.
Yep.
Who do you see up there?
I think I heard Dr. Howard. Yep. Josh Howard.
Josh Howard. Dr. Howard with player introductions.
2A Division II baseball game between the Irwin County Indians and your Charlton County Indians. This game has playoff implications in that the winner of the series will be the number 2 seed in the state playoffs beginning next week. Good luck to both ball teams. Starting lineup for the Irwin County Indians at second base. Number 1, Jalen Martin. At pitcher, number 14, Thad Royal. In center field, number 12, Luke Snyder. At shortstop, number 9, Peyton Reeves. In left field, number 2, Trip Poole. At catcher, number 5, Zach Young. In right field, number 13, Case Wilson. At third base, number 4, Henry Purvis. Designated hitter, number 10, Christian Clark. And at first base, number 3, Sam Guy. Irwin County is led by head coach Drew Tankersley and assistant coaches Nathan Martin, Kenny Yanzatek, and Seth Young. And now, the starting lineup for your Charlton County Indians. In center field, number 3, David Walters. At shortstop, number 8, Griffin Thomas. pitcher, number 1, Ethan Crawford. At first base, number 5, Eli Hobbs. In right field, number 6, Brantley Meadows. In left field, number 20, Jacob Thigpen. At second base, number 7, Grant Harris. At third base, number 9, Brody Baker. And at catcher, number 15, Chase Roden. Indians were led by head coach Thad Marchman. Assistant coach Eric Porter, Eric Owen, Josh Graham. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Gentlemen, kindly remove your hats or caps.
All right, that was play introductions of the national anthem by Dr. Josh Howard. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching Indians baseball on the CSN Family Network. Stetson Development Company is a proud supporter of Charlton County and the youth of our community. They provide concrete services, land clearing, forestry mulching, demolition, material hauling, driveways, and so much more. Stetson Development Company has also done work out at Indian Field for our fans to enjoy this upcoming season and beyond. For more information, call 912-670-1003. or 912-496-2351.
AGM Packaging Corp.
Welcome back to Indian Field. Crawford on the mound. Chase behind the plate. Sammy?
All right, leading off for the Irwin County Indians here in the first will be number 1, Jalen Martin. He'll be followed by number 14, Thad Royal, and number 12, Luke Snyder. That's your first three defensively for the Indians. Real quick, on the mound is Ethan Crawford. Behind the plate, Chase Roden. At first base, Eli Hobbs. At second base, Grant Harris. Shortstop, Griffin Thomas. At third base, Brody Baker. Left field, Jacob Thigpen. Center field, David Walters. And in right field, Brantley Nettles. And that's your defense for the Indians here in game one of this doubleheader. Right, Ethan has completed his warm-up tosses, and number 1, Jalen Martin will dig in, and we're just about ready to get underway. Indians in their white uniforms, white bottoms, white tops, black numbers, red trim around the sleeves and the neck collar with the Black Hats.
Here we go, man. We've been waiting on this one for weeks, haven't we?
We have.
We have, man.
All right, Martin digs in. Crawford with wine and a pitch. First pitch is called a strike, 0-1. The 26-3 Charlton County Indians against the 20-5 Irwin County Indians. 0-1 pitch is down low, 1-1. Irwin County 16-3 in the region, and Charlton 17-2 in region play. Off Crawford's foot on the mound. It's going to roll out into right center field. So Martin will be on with a leadoff single. That was a bullet hit right back in the middle by Martin. That'll bring up number 14, Thad Royal. Royal will be the starting pitcher for Irwin here in game one. So we're going to hit off of the third baseman's glove. It's going to roll out into the left field. So Royal hit it hard. So first and second now here in the first for the Irwin County Indians. So just like that, Irwin has runners at first and second, nobody out. That'll bring up number 12, Luke Snyder. First pitch to Snyder, breaking ball, stayed low, 1-0. One-0 pitch. One going to hit out towards center. Walters in a couple steps and back, makes the catch. Gets it in quickly to hold Martin at second. So 3 balls hit really hard from the first 3 batters here in the first. One down. That'll bring up number 9, Peyton Reeves. First pitch is high, 1-0. One-0 pitch. Swung on a miss. 1-1. Good fastball from Ethan. If Ethan can get a ground ball here and get a double play and get out of this inning. 1-1. Swung on and fouled off. 1-2. Irwin County is going to be in their white pants, black tops with red numbers trimmed to white, red and white stripe down the shoulder, red and white numbers across the front. One, 2 to Reeves. Swung on and just got a piece of it. This thing alive. Out of play. One, 2. Call strike 3. Got him looking good. Fastball from Ethan. Big strikeout. 2 down. And that's going to bring up number 2, Trip Poole, for the Irwin County Indians. First and second now with 2 outs. Ball bounced up there. Good job by Chase keeping that ball in front of him, keeping runners at first and second. 1-0. One-0 pitch. Just missed the inside corner. 2-0. 2-0 pitch, and that's going to go to the backstop. Breaking ball that Chase couldn't get to. And Irwin's going to have runners at second and third now, and a 3-0 count on Poole. Three-0 pitch outside, ball 4.
Load them up.
So that's going to load them up for the Indians, and that's going to bring up number 5, Zach Young. Tripp at first. Crescent Tripp Poole at first. Thad Royal at second, and Jalen Martin at third. 2 down here at the top of the first. And the first pitch to Young is high, 1-0. One 0 pitch right down the middle, 1-1. One pitch bounced up the middle, and Ethan makes a great play. Runs toward first, tosses it to Eli for out number 3. So the Indians of Irwin load them up here in the top of the first, but nothing doing. Go to the bottom half. Charlton County Indians coming to the plate.
We'll be back right after this. Word from the NFHS.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Indian Field. Charlton and Irwin going at it. Here's Sammy with the call. Sammy?
All right. Defensively for the Irwin County Indians on the mound, number 14, Thad Royal. Behind the plate, number 5, Zach Young. At first base, number 3, Sam Guy. At second base, number 1, Jalen Martin. Shortstop, number 9, Peyton Reeves. At third, number 4, Henry Purvis. In left field, number 2, Tripp Poole. In center field, number 12, Luke Snyder. And in right field, number 13, Case Wilson. And Christian Cook, number 10, doing a DH for the Indians in the first. Leading off for the Charlton County Indians here in the bottom of the first, number 3, David Walters. He'll be followed by Griffin Thomas. And number 1, Ethan Crawford. That's your first 3. Big inning there in the top of the first, where the Charlton County Indians able to get out of that bases loaded jam from Irwin. Had them loaded without giving up a run. Number 14, Thad Royal on the mound for Irwin.
Beautiful day for some ball, isn't it?
It sure is. A little windy.
It's been a beautiful week.
Yeah, a little windy, but it's good. All right.
Wind's kind of blowing from left to right a little bit
Yep.
for us. Isn't it?
All right, Royal has finished his warm-up tosses. He says he's ready to go, and number 3, David Walters, will dig in for the Indians. David, one of the 4 seniors on the Charlton County Indians club. First pitch to him is down low, 1-0. One pitch is foul straight back, 1-1. 1-1 pitch, and not sure what that got. Must have got the bat. Or nobody. 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Just missed the outside corner. 3-1. Three-one pitch on the inside corner. 3-2. Three-two inside, ball 4. So leadoff walk for the Indians in the first. Now it's going to bring up number 8, Griffin Thomas. First pitch to Griffin is low and outside, 1-0. Pitch, runner going, pitches outside, throw down to second, not in time. So give David a stolen base. He'll be there now with nobody out. 2-0 count on Griffin Thomas. Two-0 pitch is inside, 3-0. Ethan Crawford on deck. Three-0 pitch, breaking ball, in for a strike, 3-1. Good curve from Royal.
Time call. You know, on that last pitch, I was thinking Griff might call timeout. The pitcher took a long time getting that pitch off.
Yeah.
I thought he might have took a step back, called time.
Well, you know, you see how much confidence Royal has in his breaking ball. 3-0, runner at second, nobody out here in the first. He throws that 3-0 breaking ball for a strike. So after a quick meeting, back to play. 3-1 on Thomas. 3-1 pitch. Swung on, chopped slowly over toward third. Good about third base on the first. Low throw goes in the dirt and it gets by the first baseman. Walters will go to the plate and score. Griffin's going to go to second. He's going to be called in a rundown. Throw back to first, and they got him out. But a run does score. And the Indians will take an early 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. So that'll be a throwing error on the third baseman, Purvis, which allowed Walters to round third and score. And then Thomas in the rundown gets thrown out at first. And that'll bring up number 1, Ethan Crawford, and Ethan lines one into left. He will touch first, turn and take a look, and he will throw on the brakes and hold there with a 1-out single.
Next up for the Indians, number 5, Eli.
That'll bring up number 5, Eli Hobbs.
Courtesy runner for the pitcher,
Number 4, Grant Lawrence. So come on the run for Ethan at first. So the second senior for the Indians to come to the plate, number 5, Eli Hobbs. First pitch to Eli, swung on and missed. Throw down to first, but nothing doing there. 0-1 on Hobbs. 0-1 pitch is outside, 1-1. Good job behind the plate by Young, sliding over to his right, catching that ball that was way outside. 1-1, throw over to first. Morris is back safe. And that probably ain't Royals' best throw to first, or move to first. 1-1, runner going. Pitch is high, throw down to second, not in time. So give Grant a stolen base. Two and one on Hobbs. Roy will step off. Now he'll toe the rubber and look in for the sign. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and hit foul out of play. 2-2. Two to Eli. Swung on a miss. Strike three. Another off-speed pitch by Royal. Would be his first strikeout of the game. Two down now. Runner at second. That'll bring up number 6, Brantley Nettles. First pitch to Brantley, swings and misses, 0-1. One pitch is swung on a miss, 0-2. That ball must be like a cut fastball because it looks like when they swing, it's in on them. So it must have a lot of movement on it. 0-2 pitch, and that's way inside, 1-2.
Excuse me.
One, two to Nettles. Swung on a miss. Another all-speed pitch. One that looks like them out here for a strike three. So 3 down. Indians get one here in the bottom of the first. Go to the top of the second. They lead at 1-0.
We'll be back right after this.
Is one of America's leading manufacturers of sustainably sourced and produced disposable paper products, including paper plates, cups, bowls, and bags. AGM is a family-owned business that was founded in 1957, and our family values are still present today across all locations. We are currently growing and have several career opportunities that offer competitive compensation, advancement opportunities, and employer-paid benefits. Please apply at agmpact.com/careers or come to our facility at 569 Bowery Lane in Folkestone to fill out an application today. We look forward to meeting and greeting you at our facility.
Walker Jones is your automotive superstore on Memorial Drive in Waycross. All the best brands: Chevy, Cadillac, GMC, Toyota, Nissan, and Honda, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, plus our pre-owned supercenter. And we're the home of the lifetime warranty. Come let us treat you like friends and good neighbors should.
Hey, I'm Mike Cuneo, General Manager at Walker Jones. We've got it all. Why shop anywhere else?
Online at walkerjones.com.
Walker Jones.
Welcome back. 1-0, your Tribe leads. There's Sammy with the call. Sammy?
All right, leading off the second for the Indians will be number 13, Case Wilson. First pitch to Wilson is swung on way high near over toward the Indians' dugout. And it will fall out of play. Baker couldn't find it. Ethan came over to try to get it. He couldn't get to it. And the ball was able to drop right in front of the Indians' dugout. 0-1. I think the wind must have played a little bit with that
Wind,
ball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When we were talking about that a while
Yeah.
ago. That wind's blowing hard from right field across the field toward left.
Yeah, 'cause I think Brody thought the ball was going to hit on top of the dugout, but it came back in and landed right in front of the dugout. 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. One is chopped, foul over toward the end of the dugout. 1-2 now on Case Wilson. One-two pitch, curve outside, 2-2. Two, small gonna hit high and foul out of play. Three and two. Ball 4. So leadoff walk for Wilson. And that'll bring up number 4, Henry Purvis. One to Purvis. Throw to first. Ball gets by Eli, but not far enough for Wilson to advance. One pitch, a bunt toward the right side. Eaton and run over it. Fields throws to first, and Eli with a great play to hang on to the bag for out number 1. And on the play, Wilson will move up to second. So 1 down now, runner at second. That'll bring up number 10, Christian Clark. It's a little small ball here in the second by Coach Tinkersley. Curveball in the dirt, and that's going to get by Chase behind the plate. And Wilson will move up to third.
Turner's at Clinch and Brooks is at Lanier.
In the first inning over at Lanier, 3, Brooks 1. That's in game 1. Two-0 pitch. Small gonna hit over toward third, and it's gonna bounce off for Brody at third and roll, and he won't have a play.
Runners on the corners.
So Clark will be at first. Wilson will be at third. And we're going to go back to the top of the lineup. Number 1, Jalen Martin. Martin singled, lead the game off back in the first. Pitch to Martin is hit out toward third. Brody to his right. Creighton Griffin to his right to second for one on the first, not in time. And on the play, the run will score and make it a 1-1 ball game. So good job getting to the ball by Griffin. He got it to Grant quickly, but not enough to get the speedy Martin running down first.
Eli did a really good job of saving that ball. That would have been an extra base over there for him if he hadn't called it like that.
That'll bring up number 14, Thad Royal. He had a single back in the first. See if Coach Tinkersley gets Martin running. Pitch is low, and he is running, and Chase not able to handle pitch. And Martin will go into second with no throw. So 1-0 now on Thad Royal. And another one that goes to the backstop. And Martin will move over to third now. So I'm not sure if they're not together on the pitch or they're just too far in the dirt that Chase can't get to them, but they're not on the same page, it seems like, on the mound and behind the plate. 2-0. High, ball three. Three-0 pitch, right down the middle, 3-1. Luke Snyder on deck. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and hit foul out of play. Three and two. Payoff pitch. Here it is. Swung on, hit out toward left field. That's going to get down. And it's going to roll all the way to the fence. Martin scores. Royal around first. He'll go into second with a 2-out RBI double. And Irwin County takes the lead 2-1 here in the second. It's going to bring up number 12, Luke Snyder. Snyder hit a hard line drive out to center field back in the first. First pitch to Snyder, swung on and hit it up in the air on the infield. Ethan calls it and says he's got it. And he makes the catch for out number 3. Almost lost that one. But the Irwin County Indians get 2 here in the top of the second. We'll go to the bottom half. Irwin leads at 2-1.
We'll be back right after this. You're watching Indians baseball on CSN.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it for Frazier. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McKay, touchdown.
Welcome back to Indian Field. Irwin leads 2-1. See, I'm going to throw the region standings back up real quick. Talk about that and what all has to happen real quick as the night progresses.
Well, you know, if you look at all three teams, the top three teams, the fourth seed has already been decided for Irwin, Charlton, and Lanier. You know, if Lanier wins out, they win. Of course, they win the region. Here, if Charlton wins one game here in this doubleheader night, they'll be the second place team. If Irwin was to come in and win 2 of these games here tonight, they will be in second place, and Charlton will fall down to third place. So right here, just the field tonight here in Charlton was the 2 biggest games of the night. Thigpen leads it off, and he lines one over to right for out number 1. So Charlton wins 1 here tonight. They're in second place. Irwin comes in and wins both of them tonight. Irwin goes to second, and Charlton will drop down to number 3. Got to bring in number 7, Grant Harris. First pitch called strike, a high strike called there by the home plate umpire. Swung on here right back to the mound. Royal fields it, tosses it to first for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here in the second. And that's going to bring up number 9, Brody Baker.
Really, the 2 and 3 seeds won't be settled till
tonight.
Yep. Later tonight, second game.
First pitch to Baker, in for a strike, 0-1. One and one. Called strike. 1 and 2. One-two pitch. Here it is. Swung on and fouled off over by the first base dugout.
That was a good coach show the other day.
Yeah, turned out good.
I enjoyed that. I think the players had fun with it too.
And the illegal pitch called on Royal. Make the count 2 and 2 now. Two pitch. Swung on and hit foul out of play.
Sometimes we'll have players on and you have to pull the words out of them. But all 4 of those guys the other day, they held a good interview.
They did. They did a good job. All 4 of them did. Yep. And we're going to have timeout here. I'm not sure what's going on here. One of the Irwin County coaches ever speak with the home plate umpire. So after that brief conversation, he'll go back to the dugout and we'll get back to play. 2 and 2 on Brody Baker. Two pitch. Here it is. Just missed the outside corner. 3 and 2.
Touch outside.
And one of the coaches over for Irwin County in the dugout just got a warning for something from the home plate umpire. And now the first base umpire will go over and speak to whoever got the warning in the dugout.
Somebody just get a warning.
Somebody in the Irwin County dugout. Assuming it was one of the coaches, but
well, it is Charlton and Irwin. It wouldn't be a Charlton Irwin game without a warning. Right. At least a warning.
Yeah. All right. 3 and 2 to Brody Baker. Here it is. Swung on a miss for strike 3. So 3 up and 3 down for the Indians in the bottom of the second. Go to the top of third. Irwin leads it 2-1.
We'll be back right after this word from our sponsors. If you'd like to advertise on CSN, shoot us a message on Facebook at Charlton Sportsnet, or you can text me at 912-276-7999. We'll be right back.
In your time of need, give Rob Robertson a call at 912-496-7388. Shepherd Robertson Funeral Home says, "Go Indians."
Allen Aldridge Insurance, located in Kingsland, Georgia, is proud to serve the communities of Charlton and Camden counties, offering life, home, car, and business insurance. See Andy Gowan today for your insurance needs. Phone 912-729-7600 for more information. Protecting you is what we do. Gowan Aldridge Insurance is a proud sponsor of the Charlton Sports Network.
ESP Specialist in Fabrication is located at 169 Little Phoebe Church Road in Folkestone, Georgia. President Mark Pickering and his employees utilize the latest technology with a skilled workforce to supply customers with the best custom fabrication possible. Serving clients at home and abroad makes ESP a premier employer in Charlton County. For all your specialty and fabrication needs, contact ESP at 912-496-2583 today. They're also on Facebook at ESP Specialist Fabrication. ESP is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet.
Welcome back. Irwin leads 2-1. Sammy?
All right, 40 Indians from Irwin. Be 4, 5, and 6. Peyton Reeves, then Trip Poole, and Zach Young be the first 3 here in the third. Reeves struck out back in the first. Irwin leads at 2-1 here in the third. First pitch outside, 1-0. One 0 pitch goes all the way to the backstop. 2-0. Three and 0. Pitch in for a strike, 3-1. Is hit high in the air over toward the first base dugout. Eli goes over and takes a look at it, falls backwards, and can't make the catch. And I think the wind may have blew that one back too, because Eli went all the way almost to the railing, and then the ball fell behind him, so that wind may have played with that one a little bit too.
This wind is wreaking havoc with these straight up fly balls on this infield.
So 3-2 now Reeves. And that could just be from lack of experience playing first base as well for Eli. Three-two, swung on, hit out towards center. That's going to drop for a hit. David up and in to hold Reeves to a leadoff single. So the fourth hit of the ball game for the Indians of Irwin. That's going to bring up number 2, Trip Poole. Poole walked and was stranded back in the first. First pitch is swung on and fouled off. 0-1. A 1 pitch, low and outside. Nice play behind the plate from Chase. 1-1. Down low, 2-1. So the plate is just jumping all over the place here in the first. 2 innings for Ethan. Throw to first, runner back safe. Two one. Called strike. 2-2. Two. 2-2 pitch hit over toward the left, and that's going to get down. So back-to-back singles here in the third for Irwin. It's going to give them runners at first and second now with nobody out. And I'll bring up Zach Young to the plate for Irwin. He grounded back to the pitcher, back in the first.
Excuse me.
Shows bunt, pops it up in the air, and off the backstop, out of play. 0-1. So with a one-run lead here in the third, Coach Tinkersley trying to play a little small ball, trying to get them runners from moved over to second and third. Oh, 1 Young, he shows bunt again, and he bunts it foul again over toward Indians dugout. 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch to Young. Outside. 1-2. One-two pitch. Swung on and it fouled down the right side. Out of play. Another 1-2 pitch hit in the air toward second. Harris rolls back out into the grass about 4 or 5 steps and makes the catch for out number 1.
Thankfully, that fly ball didn't hang up there for a minute.
Yeah. And I'll bring up Case Wilson. Wilson walked and scored in the second. First pitch to him is hit in the air over toward the right side. Eli back, Harris over. The ball's giving him problems, and the ball drops. Harris will pick it up, and he'll throw to second wide, and everybody's going to be safe. So Eli and Grant were over there about 10 steps back on the grass, and neither one of them could make the catch, and then when the ball fell, Harris threw wide to second. And everybody's safe, and that's going to load them up for Irwin. So like the first, here in the third, Irwin has them loaded. Only 1 out. Chopper towards short. Second for 1 on the first. In time for the double play. So great job defensively for the Indians. Good job by Ethan getting that ground ball. Griffin got it away fast, and Grant doing a good job turning it. So the Irwin County leaves them loaded again here in the third. Go to the bottom half. Irwin leads at 2-1.
We'll be back right after this.
For nearly 20 years, Georgia's electric membership cooperatives have made Friday night football electrifying. As the official energy provider of the GHSA, Georgia's EMCs are proud to support high school athletics in the communities we serve, standing behind every hike, every completed pass, and every team celebration. Because we know that today's high school athletes are tomorrow's local leaders. Georgia's EMCs.
And then
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
Welcome back to Indian Field. Irwin leads 2-1. Sammy?
All right, for the Indians in the third, it'll be 9-1-2. Chase Roden, then back to the top, David Walters and Griffin Thomas. So first and
a couple of innings, they've stranded what, 6 total?
7 total.
7 total.
Yep. Irwin loads them up in the first, and they load them up in the third. And don't score on either of those chances. Chase Roden will lead all for the Indians. Number 14, Thad Royal, still on the mound for Irwin. Irwin leads it 2-1 here in the bottom of the third.
Need to get these bats going.
First pitch to Chase is swung on and hit to the left side, and that's going to get through. Third baseman Purvis kind of olayed it a little bit. It went under his glove.
Sub runner over there at first, 16, number 16.
Number 16, Aiden Cruz. Aiden will come on a run here in the third. We'll go to the top of the order. Number 3, David Walters. David walked, stole a base, and scored the only Indian run so far back in the first. First pitch is outside, 1-0. Aiden, one of the 4 seniors for the Indians. He got to talk a little bit about his transition from football to baseball yesterday, and this being his first season at the varsity level for baseball. Hadn't played since the middle school. Nice conversation with him. 1-0 pitch, outside, 2-0. Throw over to first, runner back.
Irwin traveled well today.
They did. They got a good group of fans over on their side. 2-0 to Walter. Instead of throw to first. Count remain 2-0. Runner going. Pitch is called strike. Throw down to second. Out of second. So Aiden thrown out trying to steal. For out number 1. Nice throw from behind the plate by Young. I think Aiden may have got a little bit of a late jump. But nonetheless, he was thrown out. Colt Stillard, 1 down. 2-1 on Walters. 2-1 to David. This swung on, hit high in the air. Short left field. Left fielder pull in and makes the catch for out number 2. So with 2 down, that'll bring up Griffin Thomas. Griffin reached on the error back in the first and then got caught in a rundown between first and second. First pitch to him is called strike, 0-1. Swung on a miss. 1-2. Good curveball by Thad Royal. 0-2 pitch. Swung on, hit high in the air, right behind shortstop. Shortstop Reeves over about 2 steps on the grass and makes the catch right number 3. So nothing doing for the Indians here in the third. We go to the top of the fourth. Irwin leads at 2-1.
We'll be right back. Live from Indian Field.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Welcome back to Indian Field. Still 2-1. Irwin in the lead. Sammy?
All right, for Irwin in the fourth, be leading off number 10, Christian Clark. Clark reached on an error back in the second. 2-1. Irwin leads it here in the fourth. After Clark, we'll go back to the top of the order. Jalen Martin and then Thad Royal. First pitch to Clark. Down low, 1-0. Score update over in Lanier in the second. Lanier County 10, Brooks County 1. 1-0 pitch, hit over toward third. Brody picks it up, bobbles, and throws it first for out number 1. Good job again over there by Eli. And I think Irwin County is going to ask for probably an appeal there.
Eli saved us again, man. Coach asking for a second opinion.
He is, yep. And the first base coach for Irwin immediately pointed down at the bag.
Oh, they changed it. They overruled it.
Got him safe at first.
Save it first.
So that's going to be an error on Brody. Clark will be at first. We'll go back to the top of the order. Jalen Martin. Jalen singled in the first and reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the second. He shows bunt and bunts it foul. 0-1. A 1 pitch is swung on and foul back out of play. 0-2.
Number 2 and number 3 in the state going at it.
O2 pitch, hit over toward short. Griffin, took a bad hop on him. It's going to go out into left field. Man, that ball got right at Griffin. When he went to put his glove down the field, it made a monstrous high hop right over his head. So absolutely nothing he can do about that. And that's going to give Irwin and runners at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, I thought for sure that was a double play ball.
So a bad hop single. for Martin. He'll be at first. Clark at second. That's going to bring up number 14, Thad Royal. First pitch to Royal inside, 1-0. One-0 pitch, swung on and hit foul down the right side, out of play. And you just normally don't see those kind of bounces on this infield here at Indian Field. As good as they keep that thing graded. But that took a wicked hop right over the top of Griffin's head. So 1-1 on Royal. He squares, shows bunt, and bunts it right back to the mound. Ethan will field. Throw to first, high throw, and he pulls Eli off the bag. Now they're going to throw to the plate. So it's going to load them up again for Irwin County. So another error for the Indians.
We're beating ourselves up so far, man.
That's the fourth error in the game now by the Indians. Bases loaded, nobody out this time. And that's going to bring up number 12, Luke Snyder. First pitch is outside. It'll go away to the backstop. One and 0. Pitch, swung on, hit to the left. That's going to get down for a hit. One run's going to score, and the bases are going to remain loaded for Irwin. So an RBI single by Luke Snyder. Irwin now leads it 3-1 here in the fourth. That'll bring up number 9, Peyton Reeves. He struck out and singled in 2 plate appearances. First pitch to him is swung on and fouled back. 0-1. Ball in the dirt. Nice play by Chase behind the plate. 1-1. One pitch, swung on, hit down the right side, and that will drift out of play. One and 2. One-two pitch, swung on and hit to center field. Walters in. He'll make the catch. No tag, throw to the plate. No runner. That'll be out number 1. So the base is still loaded now with 1 out, and that's going to bring up Tripp Poole. Tripp walked into first and singled into third. First pitch to him is swung on a miss, 0-1. Ethan could use a strikeout here. And it bounces up there and goes to the net, and Martin will go to the plate and he will score easily. So another wild pitch. And on the play, Royal will move up to third and Snyder up to second. They'll be there now with 1 out. 4-1 now, Irwin. 1-1 on Poole. He swings. This one too deep, left field. And that ball is out of here. So Trip Poole with a big 3-run homer for Irwin. And just like that, Irwin County leads it now 7-1. And that's going to bring Coach Marchman out of the dugout.
That's going to bring Coach Marchman out on that
That
one.
might be the end of the day for Ethan. Looks like Jacob Thickpen will come in from left field. So Thickpen will come on the pitch. Brody Baker will go from third to left field, and Ethan will probably come in and play third now. So 5 runs here in the 4 for Irwin County. They lead it now 7-1. And we're going to have a pitching change. Jacob Thickpen will come on and pitch for the Indians.
I'll throw the stats up here that Coach Marchman sent us. According to this, Jacob has pitched 1 inning at the varsity level with a ERA of 14.
Well, he's going to have to come in now and stop the bleeding.
I'm making sure I'm reading that right. Yeah, I'm reading that right. Oh, while Thickpen's warming up, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this word from the NFHS.
Going to college for esports feels amazing. Growing up, it's something I never thought would happen. My family never thought it would happen. And then within 2.5 years, here I am.
He's actually a madman whenever it comes to playing on the sticks.
You know, he's going to be the first one that pursues this into an academic career.
Me getting an esports scholarship could show other students that it's possible for them too, as long as they put their mind to it and put some effort into it.
All right, welcome back. 7-1. Irwin leads. New pitcher on the mound. Sammy Thickpen's up there now.
Jacob Thickpen will come in and pitch. He'll come in from left field. Number 9, Brody Baker will go to left field, and Ethan Crawford will move from the mound over to third. So after that big 3-run homer by Trip Poole, that'll bring up number 5, Zach Young. 7-1. Irwin leads it now here in the 4th. First pitch to Young is swung on a miss, 0-1. Young grounded out to the pitcher in the first and popped out to the second baseman in the third. Oh, 1 pitch, foul back, 0-2.
That couldn't be right on that stat. We haven't lost to anybody by 14, have we?
Well, it goes by how many runs you gave up
Oh,
in the Indians.
Gotcha,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, 2 pitch. Foul back. 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Bounces up there, 1-2. 3 hits and 2 errors so far here in the fourth has led to a 7-1 lead now by Irwin. One, two. Foul back. Still 1-2. Another 1-2 pitch is fouled off. But the count remain 1-2. Two and two. And all of a sudden, the Indian fielder has gone silent. Two pitch is high, 3-2. Three-two pitch. Swung on and hit high in the air over toward right. Nettles in and makes the catch for out number 2. So with 2 down, that'll bring up number 13, Case Wilson.
Now batting, number 13, Case Wilson.
First pitch to Wilson is swung on and fouled off. 0-1. That 1 pitch is swung on and hit down the left side over toward the foul line, and it's called out there by Griffin Thomas, I believe, for out number 3. But a big inning for Irwin here in the fourth. They score 5 times. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Irwin leads it 7-1.
We'll be right back. You're watching Indians baseball on CSN.
You work hard, and you need a truck that works as hard as you do. There's only one name to know: Walker Jones. That means independence, innovation, and rugged dependability. At the home with a lifetime warranty, we'll treat you like friends and good neighbors should.
This is Brad Tootin, and come see me at Walker Jones GMC in Waycross, Georgia.
GMC, we are professional grade. Walker Jones GMC, Memorial Drive in Waycross, and online at walkerjonesgmc.com.
West Folkestone Auto Supply is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sports. For all of your auto and big truck needs, go by and see Sammy and his staff today. They have everything from lawnmower blades to parts for big rigs and heavy equipment. CarQuest Folkestone Auto Supply is located at 4439 2nd Street in Folkestone, Georgia. For all of your parts and accessories, it's CarQuest Folkestone. Go Indians!
Hey Indians fans, are you looking for a better banking experience? At Georgia's Own Credit Union, our goal is to save you money. We'll help you level up your game with better rates, lower fees, and easy access to your funds. With 35 branches and a network of over 110,000 ATMs, we're never far away. Best of all, we support the people, places, and teams that make Georgia great. Stop by our local office at 3773 2nd Street South in Folkestone to learn more about Georgia's Own.
Welcome back to Indian Field. Irwin's up 7-1. Sammy?
All right, for the Indians here in the fourth will be Ethan Crawford, Eli Hobbs, and Brantley Nettles. 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Ethan singled, stole a base in the first, and was stranded at second. Indians need to get some base runners, get some runs. First pitch is down low, 1-0. Thad Royal still on the mound for Irwin. Two and 0. Two-0 pitch is foul back. 2-1. Two-one pitch is foul back. 2-2. Two pitch outside, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Got him swinging. One down. Gonna bring up Eli Hobbs. Eli, in one plate appearance back in the first, is struck out 0 for 1. First pitch to Eli's high, 1-0.
That went over the fence, but foul.
1-1. One pitch, a little check swing foul off to the right side, 1-2. One-two to Eli. Got him looking. 2 down. Back-to-back strikeouts for Royal. That's going to bring up Brantley Nettles. Nettles struck out back in the first.
Number 6, Brantley Nettles.
5th strikeout now for Royal in the game. First pitch is low, 1-0. Two and 0. Two-0 pitch is swung on, hit down the right side.
That's it.
Fair ball. So a 2-out single by Nettles. I'll bring up number 20, Jacob Thickpen. Jacob hit the ball hard back into second, right at the right fielder. The first. And Brantley's back safe. Throw it back over there again, he's back. First pitch to Thickpen, low in the dirt, runner going. Throw down to second, safe. So Nettles will be at second now with 2 outs. 1-0 on Thickpen. Jacob swings and fouls one off his foot. 1-1. One pitch. Swung on a miss. 1-2. Good off-speed pitch by Royal. Lanier County now leads Brooks 12-2. One, two to Thickpen. Swung on a miss. Struck him out. So Royal strikes out the side. Go to the top of the fifth. Irwin leads it 7-1.
We'll be back right after this.
Visit GeorgiaZone.org. Georgia Zone is federally insured by the NCUA.
Nothing is better when the heat is on than to come cool down at the Chill Zone. Come and let the Chill Zone be your favorite spot to grab a snow cone. It's our specialty with so many delicious flavors to choose from. And don't miss out. Check out the full menu, where you're sure to find something from our wide variety of selections to suit your cravings. And don't forget, the Chill Zone is mobile, so wherever you may find yourself with the need to keep your cool, just look for that bright yellow Chill Zone mobile and come cool down at the Chill Zone.
Charlton Electric, serving Charlton and surrounding counties with over 20 years experience in both commercial and residential services. Our electricians can meet your needs. We offer installation on whole house generators, service upgrades for mobile home services, troubleshooting, ceiling fan and light fixtures, and much more. Call us today for an estimate, 912-496-4528. Four Seasons Floral. Welcome back to Indian Field. Number 2 versus number 3, Sammy.
All right, for the Irwin County Indians here in the fifth will be Henry Purvis will lead off, then Christian Clark, and back to the top, Jalen Martin. Jacob Thickpen stay on the mound and pitch the fifth here for the Indians. Purvis grounded out to the pitcher in second, and grounded out to second in the third. So Purvis 0 for 2 in the game. First pitch to him is swung on, hit to left field, and that ball's out of here. So Purvis, after being 0 and 2, hits a solo homer to lead off the fifth. And that'll make the score now 8-1 Irwin. And that'll bring up number 9 hitter, number 10, Christian Clark. He reached on an error in the second and reached on an error and scored in the fourth. First pitch to him is low, 1-0.
One thing about baseball, it's a marathon. It's never over till it's over.
You got that right.
Till that last pitch.
One 0 to Clark in for a strike. 1-1.
No clock in baseball.
Nope. One pitch is swung on and hit down the right side, but that will go out of play. 1-2. 1-2 stays high. 2-2. Leadoff hitter Jalen Martin on deck. Two high and inside. 3-2. Three-two pitch is high, ball 4. So Clark will walk. He'll be at first, and we'll go back to the top of the lineup. Number 1, Jalen Martin. Jalen has been on base 3 times, scored twice, and has 2 singles in there. Singled and was stranded in the first, reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the second, and singled and scored in the fourth. First pitch to him, he shows bunt and pushes over toward first. Pushes it foul. 0-1. Throw over to first. Runner back safe. Pitch is high. 1-1. Thad Royal on deck for Irwin. Pitch to Martin is swung on and hit deep to the left field. And that ball is out of here. I thought they gave a home run signal, but apparently not. I thought I saw the second base umpire give the home run signal, but he did not. Clark got to third, and he held up there. Martin stopped at first, and they're going to ask for a little bit of help on this.
Sammy hit a sign or a fence?
I couldn't see. I heard it hit something. I don't know what it was. But they're going to get together and talk about it. I thought the second base umpire gave the home run signal, but he must not have, because that's who the coach went to.
I had the camera over there, but I couldn't see it because this sign right here has a block.
So the 3-man umpire crew is getting together and talking about it. And he called it a home run. So that'll be a 2-run homer for the leadoff hitter, Jalen Martin. And that's the 3rd home run of the game for the Indians from Irwin. They now lead at 10-1.
Well, talk about a tale of 2 games, huh?
Wow.
We went 11-4 at their place the other night, and we're down 10-1 here.
And we're going to have a trip to the mound by one of the Charlton County coaches. Probably to give whoever just went to the bullpen a time to warm up a little bit. That's going to bring Thad Royal to the plate now for Irwin. He singled in the first, doubled, and had an RBI in the second, then reached on an error and scored in the fourth. He scored on that big 3-run homer by Trip Poole. All right, the meeting on the mound is over. Thad Royal will dig in. 10-1 now. Irwin leads it. First pitch is, hit him in the head. So Royal will go down to first. And you got a bunch of ruckus going on over there by the Irwin County fans. I'm sure that was not intentional. Royal will be up first. That'll bring gut number 12, Luke Snyder. And that'll bring out Coach Marchman, and we'll have a pitching change here by the Indians.
It's going to bring Coach Marchman out now. Bringing in, is that Jackson?
It looks like Jackson will come to the plate. Looks like Thickpen will go back to the left. Brody will go, not sure where he's going to. Griffin will go in the dugout. So number 29, Jackson, will come in and pitch now for the Indians. He'll have a runner at first, and there is still nobody out.
We're going to take a quick break while Jackson warms up. We'll be right back. Back to Indian Field. Irwin leads 10-1. Sammy.
All right, number 29, Noah Jackson, will come on a pitch here now for the Indians. And number 12, Luke Snyder, will come to the plate. A couple more defensive changes for the Indians. Now Ethan will move over to play shortstop. Griffin will come out of the game. And number 22, Mason Davis, will come in and play third for the Indians. Bunt down third is foul. Three runs in. Runner at first, still nobody out here in the fifth for Irwin. They have hit home runs number 3 here in the inning. 2 homers. Snyder swings. He hits one to left. Thigpen back. He will make the catch. Runner at first will tag, and there'll be no throw to second. One down. Royal will be at second now, and that'll bring up Peyton Reeves. Reeves struck out in the first, singled into third, and flew out to center into fourth. First pitch to him is swung on and fouled off, 0-1. Curve swung on a miss, 0-2. Good pitch there by Jackson. 0-2 hit over toward third. That's going to take a high hop and go over the head of Davis. So another bad hop single. Reeves will be at first. And Royal will be at third. That'll bring up Poole. Tripp walked in the first, singled, and was stranded in the third, and then he hit a 3-run homer back in the fourth. Eleven hits in the game now for Irwin. Swung on, hit down third. That's a fair ball. Royal will score. Reeves will go all the way around to third. He's going to go to the plate. And now Poole will go to third, and the ball gets away, and he'll be there sliding in. So 2 more runs to score here in inning 4, Irwin.
Now batting, number 5, Zach Young.
12-1 now, Irwin. And that'll bring up number 5, Zach Young. First pitch to him is called a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1-2 on Young. 0-2 pitches hit out to the left, and that ball is going to drop. So give Young an RBI. Poole scores on the play. 13-1 now, Irwin. And that's going to bring up the 9th batter of the inning for Irwin, number 13, Case Wilson. Wilson walked in and scored in the second, reached on the air in the third, and it flew out to center in the fourth.
Courtesy runner, number 7, Evan Stevens.
Number 7, Evan Stevens will come on and run for Young at first. Six runs here in inning 4, Irwin. 1 out, runner at first. Pitch is fouled off at the plate, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch, chopped toward short. Ethan takes a high hop, flips to second for a 1, and no throw to first. So to get the lead runner, but Wilson will be at first now with 2 outs.
Next up, Irwin County, number 4, Henry Purvis.
And that'll bring up Purvis. Purvis led the inning off with a solo homer. Throw down to second, good throw, got him at second. So the runner thrown out at second, caught stealing for out number 3, but a big inning for Irwin County. They scored 6 runs and had 2 home runs in the inning. Go to the bottom half of the 5th. Irwin leads at 13-1.
Indians need some offense when we come back. 4415 2nd Street North in Folkestone, Georgia, has all of your floral needs covered, from Valentine's to birthdays and weddings to life celebrations, proms, special occasions, or just to say you love that someone special. We deliver as well. Call 912-496-7043 and we'll assist you with any floral need at Four Seasons Floral. That's a development company, is it, Proud? Welcome back to Indian Field. Sammy was telling us during the commercial break, we need 3 just to keep this game going, try to work our way back in it. Sammy?
Yep, down 13-1. Got to have 3 runs here. Leading off the 5th for the Indians will be Harris, then Baker, and the number 9 hitter, Chase Roden. (13-1). Irwin leads it. Bottom of the 5th. Grant's only been to the plate once in the game. He grounded out to the mound. Back in the 2nd. Number 14, Thad Royal. Still on the mound for Irwin. And there's a single right back up the middle. It's a good start for the 5th for the Indians. That'll bring up Brody Baker. Brody struck out in the 2nd.
Well, that's how you do it, 1 hit at a time.
Noah Jackson's going to hit now for Baker. Pitch to Noah is inside, 1-0.
A little high. I got 2-0. Is that what you have? 2-0?
Yep. 2-0.
Ooh, concession stand smelling good.
2-0 pitch is outside, 3-0. Pitch is down low, ball 4. So Jackson will be at first. Harris will be at second. And that'll bring up Chase Roden. Chase singled back in the 3rd inning, his only plate appearance. We're gonna have
coming right out. He's not taking any chances.
Coach Stingersley coming to the mound. I don't expect him to make a pitching change, but he's probably just saying, hey, we up by 12 runs. Those strikes. Which is absolutely what Royal has been doing. So after that quick meeting, we'll get back to play here. So Jackson at first, Harris at second, Chase Roden at the plate. First pitch to Chase is a little bit outside, 1-0. Is high and inside, 2-0. Pitch is high, 3-0. David Walters on deck. Pitch on the outside corner, 3-1. Chase thought it was a little bit too far outside, but on plate umpire said, whoa, come back. 3-1 on Roden.
Looked like it was going outside. Kind of broke in at the very last second.
3-1. Outside, ball 4.
Gonna load them up here in the bottom of the 5th, Sammy.
And we're going to have a courtesy runner for Chase. I think that's going to be Aiden Cruz. So Cruz will come on a run for Chase over at first. And that's going to get us back to the top of the order. David Walters. David walked, stole a base and scored in the first, then flew out to left field in the third. Bases full of Indians, nobody out. Aiden at first, Jackson at second, Harris at third. Top of the lineup coming up. First pitch to Walters, swung on and hit high in the air over toward the Indians dugout, but that will fall out of play. 0-1. One pitch stayed high, 1-1. Indians down 13-1, trying to put some runs on the scoreboard here in the 5th. 1-1 pitch. Swung on a foul off, 1-2. One-two pitch outside, 2-2. Good job behind the plate by Zach Young. Stayed to run there. Two-two. Swung on, hit over toward the left side. And that's going to get down. 1 run's on score. Jackson will go to third. He will hold there. So an RBI single for David Walters. Harris scores. Jackson will be at third, and Aiden Cruz will be up at second. Still nobody out. And number 8, Griffin Thomas, will come to the plate for the Indians. I believe that's him. Yep, Griffin Thomas. Griffin reached on the air in the first and popped out to the shortstop in the third. Throw to second, and Cruz is back safely. First pitch to Thomas. Swung on, hit back in the middle. That's going to get through.
Hit,
Jackson's going to score. Cruz is going to go to third. They'll hold their high throw to the plate. But Coach Marshman held Cruz at third, and the bases will stay loaded. Thirteen to 3 now, and that'll bring up number 1, Ethan Crawford. First pitch to Ethan, breaking ball, stayed outside, 1-0. Ethan single, stole a base, and was stranded in the first, and he struck out in the fourth. One 0 pitch, missed down low, 2-0. 2-0 pitch inside, and that gets away from Young behind the plate, but not far enough for the runner to score. 3-0. Eli Hobbs on deck for the Indians. Down low, ball 4. And that's going to score another run for the Indians.
Well, boss man, isn't this an interesting development?
Give Ethan an RBI. He'll be up first. Griffin will move up to second, and David over to third.
Coach coming to the mound. I think we're going to get a pitching change this time.
Still nobody out. Bases loaded. And that's going to bring up number 5, Eli Hobbs. And we are going to have a pitching change. I'll give you that person just a minute.
I'm not sure which one.
Looks like it may be Martin, game 1 starter. Yep. That'll bring in number 1, Jalen Martin, the game 1 starter. Will come on a pitch now for Irwin.
Yeah, he pitched Tuesday against us.
Yeah.
All right, well, while he's warming up, we're going to take a quick break and get a word from the NFHS Network.
I just wanted to take a minute to thank you for all that you do officiating high school football.
What you do matters, and what you do is important for our student athletes.
Without you and what you do, it's just practice.
I know you've worked hard in your preparation this offseason, and now it's game time.
Go out there and call them like you see them.
Embrace the grind.
And the biggest thing of all is to have fun.
Please, stay safe, have a great season, and we'll all be watching.
Welcome back to Indian Field. Sammy, a little bit of a rally here with bases loaded.
Yeah, 3 runs in already in the inning for the Indians. They got the bases loaded, nobody out. Eli Hobbs coming to the plate. Game 1 starter from Tuesday night, number 1, Jalen Martin, will come on a pitch now for Irwin. Ethan at first, Griffin at second, and David at third. And he's trying to continue this rally here in the 5th now. They trail now 13-4. All right, Eli digs in. Martin says he's ready to go. First pitch by Martin is low, 1-0. I think Martin pitched maybe 4 innings on Tuesday night, I believe. Curve in for a strike, 1-1. Good pitch by Martin. And Young wants to have a quick word with Martin. He'll come out to the mound. One and one to Eli. One pitch is fouled back and out of play. 1-2. Eli probably swung at ball 2 there. Eli's been to the plate twice. He has struck out twice, so he's due here. 1-2 inside. 2-2. Two pitch. Swung on and fouled out of play. Still 1-2. Correction. Yep. 2-2. 2-2. Two swung on, hit out towards center. That ball's going to drop. Davis going to score. Griffin will go to third, and he'll stay there. So give Eli an RBI. So the bases will remain loaded. Still nobody out. (13-5) now here in the 5th.
Just keep punching in it, 1 run at a time.
Nobody makes an out. We'll keep batting around.
Just keep punching these little base hits.
Bradley Nettles coming to the plate now for the Indians. Bradley takes the ball low. Another good play behind the plate by Zach Young. Throw back to second, and Ethan's back safely. Pitch to Nettles is swung on, hit toward left. And that ball's going to drop.
He dropped it.
Griffin to score, and everybody else will move up. So bases remain loaded now. That'll bring up number 20, Jacob Thigpen. Jacob's been swinging one of the hottest bat for the Indians. So
the wind today has really messed with these players on these high fly balls. The wind is just taking that ball all over the place.
Pitch to Thigpen. That's up and inside. 1-0. Pitch swung on, hit over toward the right side, right fielder in, and that ball's going to drop. Again. Throw to the plate, not in time. So give Thigpen an RBI. He'll be at first. Brantley will be at second. Eli over at third, and Ethan scores. Make it 13-7. And Indians have batted around. And we're going to have a change here. I'm not sure who yet.
Sub runner headed to first. Number 4.
That's Lawrence will come on and run now for Thigpen.
Courtesy runner for the pitcher, number 4.
Oh, they changed it up again. Thigpen's over at first.
All right, well, Thigpen will stay there then. Thigpen at first, Nettles at second, Hobbs at third. And that's going to bring up Noah Jackson. He started this inning off, or about his second in the inning. And walked. Curve, called in for a strike. Jackson swings, hits on the right side, and that's going to drop. 1 run in. They're going to send
Coach sending 2.
to
He got
the
by him,
plate.
Sammy.
Ball gets by him, and Thigpen will move over to third.
Wow.
$13-9 now. And now batting will be number 21, Colton Beard. Jackson at first. Thigpen at third. Colton Beard will come to the plate. Still nobody out. So see what Cole can do coming off the bench cold. First pitch to him is down low, 1-0. Yeah, going to fade to third and look back to first. That almost looked like a balk to me. I think Coach Marshman thought the same thing. Pitch to Beard. Inside. 2-0. Chase Roden on deck. Pitched to Beard and it swung on and fouled off. Two and one now, Colton Beard. Pitch to him. That hit him.
Pitch.
And he'll go to first.
We're going to load him up again. Chase at the plate. That feller has had a hot bat last few games, man. You couldn't write the script any better if he can pull it off, man.
So,
holy cow.
Beard at first, Jackson at second, Thigpen at third. Still nobody out here in the fifth. And number 15, Chase Roden coming to the plate. How about a little replay from Tuesday night, Chase? First pitch is high, 1-0. Be patient. One-0 pitch is fouled off, 1-1. One is high, 2-1. Two-one pitch is high, 3-1.
You think that 3-run shot Chase hit the other night against this pitcher is affecting the pitcher a little bit? Is he thinking about that maybe?
Hey, it could be. It could be, yeah. 3-1, you got to be selective here. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. 3-2. Chase had a home run swing.
Big pitch coming up right here.
Payoff pitch. Swung on a miss, struck him out.
That's all right. That's all right.
So big strikeout for Martin. The bases will be loaded now with 1 out. And we'll go back to the top of the lineup, David Walters. David had an RBI single and scored earlier in the inning. Pitch to David is high. Martin just reared back on that 3-2 pitch and just challenged Chase. Threw a fastball right down the middle and Chase couldn't catch up to it. Throw back to second. Go! Got him at second. Woo, that was a bang-bang play, and they caught him out. So Harris caught sleeping at second for out number 2. So first and third now for the Indians. 2 down. Pitch to David is high. Throw back down to first. Runner back. Save the ball. Rolls. Rolls away, but not far. That runner goes to the plate, and he's safe at home. So the ball got by the first baseman. Rolled far enough away for Thigpen to score. And that'll make it 13-10 now here in the 5th. Runner at first, 2 down. 2-0 to Walters. Time called at the plate. Pitch to Walters. Just swung on, hit the left side. That's going to get down. Sammy. So the second hit of the inning for David Walters. He'll be at first, and Beard will move up to second. So first and second now with 2 outs. That'll bring up Griffin Thomas. Griffin had an RBI single early in the inning as well and scored a run. Pitch to Griffin is called a strike. Little generous call behind the plate by the umpire on that one. 0-1. Griffin needs to drive one here somewhere. 0-1 pitch. Swung on, hit at the middle. Shortstop Fields. Underhands over to second in time for out number 3. But a big inning for the Indians here in the 5th. They score 9. We'll go to the top of the 6th. Irwin 13, Charlton 10.
What a huge inning for the Indians, man. That was wild. We were what, three outs away from getting run ruled, and the Indians rallied back to score 9 in the 5th. We'll be back right after this. Order of Charlton County and the youth of our community. They provide concrete services, lane clearing, forestry mulching, demolition, material hauling, driveways, and so much more. Stetson Development Company has also done work out at Indian Field for our fans to enjoy this upcoming season and beyond. For more information, call 912-670-1003 or 912-496-2351.
AGM Packaging Corporation is one of America's leading manufacturers of sustainably sourced and produced disposable paper products, including paper plates, cups, bowls, and bags. AGM is a family-owned business that was founded in 1957, and our family values are still present today across all locations. We are currently growing and have several career opportunities that offer competitive compensation, advancement opportunities, and employer-paid benefits. Please apply at agmpack.com/careers or come to our facility at 569 Bowery Lane in Folkestone to fill out an application today. We look forward to meeting and greeting you at our facility.
Walker.
Welcome back to Indian Field. Indians rally to keep this thing going, 13-10, Sammy.
All right, new pitcher for the Indians here in the 6th. Number 6, Brantley Nettles will go to the mound. And in the outfield, let's see, we got Jacob Thigpen, a move from left over to right. And in left field will be number 9, Brody Baker. Griffin will come back in to shortstop, and Ethan will move over to third. So Thigpen in right, Walters will stay in center. Baker in left. Griffin back in at short, and Ethan will move over to third. And number 6, Brantley Nettles on the mound now for the Indians.
There we go, man.
For Irwin, they'll have 8, 9, and 1 coming to the plate. Number 4, Henry Purvis will lead off. He was at the plate back when Wilson was thrown out at second. Purvis hit a solo home run back in the 5th inning to lead that in and all for Irwin. He's 1 out of 3, 2 ground outs and a solo home run. First pitch to him is in for a strike, 0-1. Curve just missed the outside corner. Look like a good pitch from out here, 1-1. Two and 1. Three and 1 on Purvis. Someone on hit over to right. Thigpen over. He'll get it. But it rolls away from him. Purvis will take a big turn at first, but he'll slam on the brakes and stay there with a leadoff single. That'll bring up Christian Clark. Clark's reached twice by error and once by a walk and scored 2 runs. He shows bunt and bunts it to the first base side. Eli picks up, throws a second. He goes in the outfield. Purvis around to third and got him at third. So heads up play in center field by David Walters to get the errant throw by Hobbs, and scoops it up and makes a great throw to third to get the out. So with 1 out, runner at first, we're going to go back to the top of the lineup. Number 1, Jalen Martin. Clark now at first. First pitch to Martin is a little bit low, 1-0. Jalen has been on base 4 times. Last at bat, he had a 2-run homer. 3 runs scored. 2-0. Pitch outside, 3-0. Jalen singled in the first, singled in the 4th and scored, and then hit that 2-run homer and scored in the 5th. Throw to first, runner back. Three-0 pitch. Called strike. Martin thought it was a little bit low. He took off to first, but Mr. Home plate umpire says, oh, hang on just a minute. Come on back. 3-1. Now they're going to make Brantley take something off his wrist that's wide on the mound. Figured they would have done that a little bit earlier, but somebody must have just saw it. 3-1 now on Martin. 3-1 pitch. Called strike.
That was a called strike, wasn't it?
He gave the strike sign, didn't he?
I thought that was a called strike. I guess not. I could have sworn I saw his hand.
I did too, yeah. Well, anyway, they'll walk Martin will be at first. Clark will move up to second. First and second now with one out. That's going to bring up number 14, Thad Royal.
I think Coach Markman's going to ask him about that.
Royal's been to the plate 4 times, been on base all 4 times. He singled in the first, doubled in the second, reached on an error and scored in the fourth, and then was hit by a pitch and scored in the fifth. Breaking ball, swung on a foul back, 0-1. A 1 pitch. Curve in for a strike, 0-2. Good pitch there by Brantley. One-two pitch a little outside. Curve outside. 2-2. Two pitch. Swung on, hit out here towards center. Walters back about 10 steps. He makes the catch. Nobody will tag. 2 down. That'll bring up Luke Snyder to the plate. Luke 1 out of 3. He's flew out 3 times and had an RBI single and scored in the fourth. First pitch to him is swung on a miss. 0-1. Flew out in the first, flew out in the second, singled and scored in the fourth, and then popped out in the fifth. 0-1 pitch inside, and that got him on the arm. So that'll be a hit by pitch. And that's going to load him up for Irwin. Snyder's going to be at first, Martin at second, and Clark will move over to third. And that'll bring up Peyton Reeves. Reeves struck out in the first, singled and was stranded in the third, flew out to center in the fourth, and then had a single and scored in the fifth. First pitch to him, is swung on towards second. Oh, called a second for right number 3 by Grant Harris.
What a catch.
That's a great play. Saved 2 runs there. So Irwin loads them up into 6, but nothing doing. Go to the bottom half. They lead at 13-10.
We'll be back right after this. There's a wild one here at Indian Field tonight when we come back. Welcome back to Indian Field. I wanted to throw these rankings up one more time. It's kind of indicative of the game tonight. There you see Charlton ranked second in the state, 26-3 overall, 17-2 in the region. Irwin third in the state, 20-5 overall, and 16-3 of the region. And this game kind of reflects that so far, doesn't it, Sam?
Yeah, it does. I mean, this, we come here into the night game expecting 2 good ball games, and we definitely haven't been disappointed here in game 1.
A barn burner here in Indian Field right now, 13-10. About upper mid order right now for the Tribe.
3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5.
All right, leading off the sixth for the Indians will be number 1, Ethan Crawford. Ethan singled, stole a base, and was stranded in the first. He struck out in the fourth and walked in the fifth and scored. Jalen Martin still on the mound for Irwin. First pitch, curve, down low, 1-0. Pitch, high and inside, 2-0. Ethan swings and pops one up on the infield. Martin calls it on the mound and makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Eli Hobbs. Eli 1 out of 2. He struck out in the first and the fourth. Then had an RBI single and scored in the fifth. First pitch to Eli is chopped foul.
Foul ball.
0-1.
We're going to be midnight, boss.
0-1, a little bit high, 1-1.
Ooh, did it get him?
2-1. Eli swings and fouls it off at the plate. 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Two down. That'll bring Brantley Nettles.
Now batting, number 6, Brantley Nettles.
Brantley swings and hits one out of play. Oh, 2. Curve stayed just a little bit high. 1-2. Two and two. Irwin scored 11 runs between the fourth and the fifth to take a 13-1 lead. Indians came back with 9 in the fifth to make it 13-10. 1-2. Fouled off at the plate. Still 1-2. Question 2-2. Ten runs on 10 hits for the Indians of Charlton. 13 runs on 14 hits for Irwin. Two to the Nettles. Curve got him looking for strike 3. So 3 up and 3 down for the Indians here in the bottom of the 6th. Go to the top of the 7th. Irwin leads it 13-10.
We'll be back right after this. You're watching Indians baseball on CSN.
Jones is your automotive superstore on Memorial Drive in Waycross. All the best brands: Chevy, Cadillac, GMC, Toyota, Nissan, and Honda, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, plus our pre-owned supercenter. And we're the home of the lifetime warranty. Come let us treat you like friends and good neighbors should.
Hey, I'm Mike Cuneo, General Manager at Walker Jones. We've got it all. Why shop anywhere else?
Online at walkerjones.com.
Walker Jones.
In your time of need, give Rob Robertson a call at 912-496-7388. Shepherd Robertson Funeral Home says, "Go Indians."
Allen Aldridge Insurance, located in Kingsland, Georgia, is proud to serve the communities of Charlton and Camden counties, offering life, home, car, and business insurance. See Andy Gowan today for your insurance needs. Welcome back to Indian Field. 3-run ball game. We're in the 7th. Sammy?
All right, for Irwin here in the 7th, it'll be Poole, Young, and Wilson. Poole's been to the plate 4 times, been on base 4 times. He walked in the 1st, singled in the 3rd, hit a 3-run homer in the 4th, and doubled in the 5th. First pitch is swung on and hit toward left. And that ball's out of here. So Trip Poole with his 2nd home run of the game for Irwin. That'll make it 14-10. Hit number 15 here in game 1 for Irwin. That'll bring up Zach Young. Final in game 1 over at Clinch County. Clinch County 14, Turner 4. Lanier 17, Brooks 2. That's the final in game 1.
Two and two.
Three and two on Zach Young. Two pitch. Inside, ball 4. And that's going to bring up Case Wilson.
Number 13, Case Wilson. There are no outs.
Wilson shows bunt, pops it up in the air, and it's going to roll foul. One shows bunt again, pops it up in the air again. This time it will roll foul again. 0-2. 0-2 pitch. He bunts again, this time right back out in front. Throw to first. In time for out number 1. And on the play, Young will move up to second. He'll be there with 1 out. That'll bring up Henry Purvis. Our pitch to Purvis is on the corner, 0-1. Purvis with a solo homer back in the 5th inning. Curve in for a strike, 0-2. Purvis with 2 ground outs, a solo homer, and then a single in the 5th. Oh-2 pitch, curve, foul back, 0-2 still. Oh-2 pitch, curve, chopped over toward the end of his dugout, but foul. Indians need to get out of this inning with giving up no more runs. Give themselves a chance in the bottom half of the inning. Pitch is low. 1-2. One, 2 is fouled off. Swung on. That's going to get down the right side. That's going to drop. Thiepien overcuts it off, and he falls down. Young around third. He'll go to the plate, and he'll score. And that'll make it 16-10 now. Correction, 15-10. That'll bring up Christian Clark. Clark's also been on base 4 times. Reached on the air in the 2nd, reached on the air and scored in the 4th, walked and scored in the 5th, and then reached on a fielder's choice later on in that 5th.
Courtesy runner number 7, Evan Stevens.
Clark takes the ball low. Two and one. Three and one. One pitch is fouled back. 3-2 on Christian Clark. Three-two pitch is hit over toward third. Second for 1 on the first. In time for out number 3. So the Indians turn the double play to get out an inning, but not before Irwin gets 2 more here in the 7th. We'll go to the bottom half. Irwin leads at 15-10.
Got your rally count, man?
Got it.
All right, we'll be back right after this. 1-2-729-7600 for more information. Protecting you is what we do. Galvin Aldridge Insurance is a proud sponsor of the Charlton Sports Network.
ESP Specialist in Fabrication is located at 169 Little Phoebe Church Road in Folkestone, Georgia. President Mark Pickering and his employees utilize the latest technology with a skilled workforce to supply customers with the best custom fabrication possible. Serving clients at home and abroad makes ESP a premier employer in Charlton County. For all your specialty and fabrication needs, contact ESP at 912-496-2583 today. They're also on Facebook at ESP Specialist Fabrication. ESP is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet.
For nearly 20 years, Georgia's electric membership cooperatives have made Friday night football electrifying.
Welcome back to Indian Field. It has been a wild one in this first game. Sammy?
All right, for the Indians here in the bottom of the 7th. Thigpen, Harris, and Baker. Number 1, Jalen Martin will stay on the mound for Irwin.
LCN messaged me, asked me if I had a score for our game 1. I said, man, we're still playing. We hadn't even thought about game 2 yet.
Nope.
And the lights are on in Indian Field.
All right, Jacob Thigpen will lead it off for the Indians. Thigpen, Harris, and Baker.
Here we go.
First pitch is high, 1-0. Indians need 5 runs. Stay alive here. One and one. Curve, so we're going to hit out here towards center.
Drop ball. Ah.
Center fielder Snyder over to his right about 15 steps and makes the catch for out number 1.
I was hoping that ball dropped for a base hit, but it didn't do it.
That's going to bring up number 7, Grant Harris. First pitch to Harris is in for a strike, 0-1. Harris swings and tops one over toward second. Second baseman Fields on the first in time for out number 2. So last chance for the Indians. Number 21, Colton Beard. 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch to Colton is outside and low, 1-0. 1-0 pitch in for a strike. 1-1. Curve in for a strike. 1-2. Good pitch by Martin.
Got to swing these bats, man.
One-two pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 3. And that will be your ball game here in game 2. Your final score, Irwin County Indians 15 to Charlton County Indians 10.
That was a wild ball game, man. I know you. Do you need about 5 commercial breaks to do them stats?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
You ready?
Yep.
All right, here's Sammy Hendricks with a post-game wrap-up.
All right, for your Charlton County Indians, 10 runs on 10 hits and 4 errors. 10 runs, 10 hits. Indians committed 4 errors or 4 costly errors in the ball game. Indians left 3 runners on base. For the Irwin County Indians, 15 runs on 16 hits. 15 runs, 16 hits. The Irwin County Indians committed 2 errors. They left 10 runners on base. Winning pitcher for Irwin will be number 14, Thad Royal. Losing pitcher for the Indians, number 1, Ethan Crawford. Irwin County Indians win a exciting game 1 or game 2 here, first of the doubleheader, 15-10.
All right, thank y'all for watching. We'll see you a half hour, about 7:45 for game 2 of our doubleheader. The winner will be the 2 seed, and the loser will be the 3 seed in the playoffs next week. We'll be right back in a half hour.